Hey everybody, Hugh here. Welcome back. I thought I might give you a look at the late May view of the staging area here in the courtyard. You would have seen this maybe last month or 6 weeks ago when it was full of daffodils and tulips and spring colour. So you can see it now. Most of the spring colour is gone. You can see just over here the last remnants of the tulips are just there, and just out of camera shot I think are some pheasant-eyed narcissi or dwarf daffodils. So just about finishing. So those particular pots, as I've said before, they'll go into what is basically a nursery area of the garden where they'll be given a nice tonic and feed and encouraged to grow a little bit. So as they begin to die back next month or in July, the bulbs that they die back to will be large in order to give us a show of flowers, a good show of flowers for next year. But I'll cover that in a separate video soon enough as to how I'm doing that and what's happening. In the meantime, you can see the transition has happened to the, I suppose, late spring or early summer. The biennials, such as the little bellis, are in full flight, and these are ones that are planted as foliage plants in the autumn time, much like wallflowers and maybe primulas, and then they come into flower in the spring or early summer. So they're doing particularly nice, and of course that's the copper bowl my dad made, which I'm always showing when I can. I'm very happy to have it. It's a great piece of work, and not only is it a great piece of craftsmanship, but it's copper, so the slugs and snails stay away from whatever's in it. Added bonus. You can also see there's some nice perennials coming into flower, or coming into colour, I suppose, rather than flower even. You see behind me are carnations, and they're looking particularly nice, and there's a lovely sort of clove scent to them. You can also see that there's some heuchera down here producing some flower buds and stunning yellow foliage. If you come across any of the heuchera at all, they have foliage from the greens through to the yellows, through to the sort of the apricot or orange, through to the reds and then the darker reds. They're stunning plants. I can't seem to overwinter them terribly well regarding vine weevil, but I'll enjoy them while I can for now. And then beyond them you can see another wallflower, which is a purple guy sticking up in flower. That's the one called Bowles Mauve. It's the variety Bowles Mauve, and again it's such a great doer. It just produces flowers and flowers and flowers. A hard one to know when to cut back because it's always actually flowering all summer long. And beyond them, if you can see, you've got the foxgloves, and they're looking particularly good there too. I have those in terracotta pots. They are seedlings one of my friends, Hubert, gave me last autumn time, so I potted them on and brought them on, and you can see they're just at a lovely stage now for showing off in this particular area. Interestingly, behind the foxgloves there is a very nice variegated aubrietia still in flower, which is unusual, I think, because the aubrietas that I'd always associate with March, April. But here we are going from May into June, so I just think, wow, is it the particular variety, or is it just that the nights have been so cold? Anyone trying to grow tomatoes and cucumbers at this time of year will know the amount of work they have trying to protect them. The flip side of that is that some of the bulb colour has lasted longer, and the likes of some of those alpines that you'd expect to be going out of flower are still in flower, so it's all bonus. You can't really see it in that particular view, but beyond that there is a nice variegated azalea in flower as well, and yeah, there's various other pieces there. I suppose I'd be here all day naming them all. The taller plant is worth the taller plant here is definitely worth a mention, and that is delphinium, which are notorious for slugs, but that's grown in a pot as well. So far so good, in that it's actually coming to flower now at this time of year. And right beside it here is a Euphorbia amygdaloides, again in a pot. That was in colour, I think, last time I was showing this particular view, and it's still in colour. It's super, isn't it, that fresh greenery. The rocking chair is up to the back of it, although it's well hidden now, and that has a nice sort of, what I consider a bonsai beach in it. Now, it's about 1 metre high or 3 foot, so I don't know if it qualifies for what people will call bonsai, but it's certainly a miniaturised beech tree. It's about 10 years in that container, or maybe more. Anyway, so I just thought, nice to give a quick look at the staging area and talk about it. Anyone that's on social media will know that I'm always, on my Twitter feed, I'm always tweeting various aspects of it or pictures of it. So nice to do a little bit more and give a little bit more detail about it. And yeah, of course, if you have any questions, as always, put them in the comments below, or you catch me over on Twitter. If you type in the hashtag HortyHugo or look up Horty Hugh, sorry, Horty Hugh, not Horty Hugo, I'll actually pop up, so you can have a look there. And yeah, some of my favourite things. Anyway, just one other thing to add, and what do you think of them? What was it, Audrey? Was it socks for seeds, I think? One of my Twitter friends, Audrey Burrows, kindly knitted me these pair of socks and sent them on, because I had sent her some seed in the spring, some sweet pea, and I don't know what else it was. I think it might have been some cosmos and some other bits and pieces there in spring. So she surprised me by sending back a pair of knitted socks, and they're very comfortable indeed. So thanks for that. Anyway, in the meantime, please look after yourselves, and talk to you soon. All the best for now. Take care. Bye bye.